Video games.
SRG SuperShow from the top rope, dropping all the balls just like Dusty Rhodes. His son's Dusty's gold. Don't put it in your nose, it'll get you froze. Had you hollering out, oh, just snap into a Slim Jim. You'll be so player, might get a Miss Elizabeth. She think, oh yeah. Now you got that Ric Flair drip, go, woo, you macho. This a game for all mankind, womankind, and psycho. All right, I think that was adequate. All right, SRG SuperShow. Game I came across looks very interesting. This looks like a Black Lipstick Crew versus the cryptocurrency game. SRG SuperShow, the game, going over. Contents. Shows you the contents on the side of the card. On the side of the box. Looks like 26 cards in here. Blackbuster. All right, let's read the back. Welcome to the legendary Fighting Federation, home of the Super Show, where you can live all your wildest wrestling fantasies without ever taking a chair shot. We have gathered the world's greatest and kicked the jabronis to the curb in this exciting back and forth card and dice game. Choose your competitor from a roster of the toughest the sport has to offer and wrestle leads, follow-ups, and finishes for a chance to roll through the competition. This box set contains everything two players need to be a part of the exciting, unpredictable event that is the Super Show. This box contains 2 Super Show decks, each with 2 Super Show skill dice, 2 Super Show competitor cards, 15 leads, 12 follow-ups, 3 finishes, and a crowd meter. 2 bonus competitors and their finish cards, storage warriors, and treaty of friendships. This game supports multiplayer with additional purchases and is compatible with all other SRG Universe Super Show box sets, faction packs, and competitor sets. More info at srguniverse.com. Right, what year? We'll probably see inside. Crack this baby open. Already ripped a little. Quality of these dice, nice. Almost as good as Star Wars Destiny, but I wouldn't go that far. But on the same level, basically. Rolling nice. Okay, we got Black Lipstick Crew, Cryptocurrency Crew. Look like luchadors. Sasha Banks and them. And Storage Warriors. They're not really on the box like that, but I'll take them. Right. Check out this booklet first. SRG SuperShow. Welcome to the legendary Fighting Federation. Overview and objects. The Super Show is the world's first unpredictable game that revels in back and forth action. Never count your opponent out. Capitalizing on one missed opportunity could be the start of a shocking turn of events. The object is to defeat your opponent using one of your finish cards in an attempt to make him submit or keep him down for the 3 count. This 2-player box set comes with everything you need to get into the ring and have a singles match against your opponent. 2 30-card decks, 2 competitor cards, 2 Super Show dice, 6 crowd meter cards, the decks and competitors, plus 2 extra competitors. Okay, 2 extra competitors. Each player gets one of the 30 card decks and the matching competitor card. To start the match, place your competitor face up in front of you, shuffle the 30 card deck, then place it face down to the right. The deck of crowd meter cards should be placed to the side, within reach of both players. Competitor card. Well, these are like the team cards, so the competitor card. Your competitor card represents the wrestler you are playing. Skills, power, technique, agility, strike, submission, grapple, and the gimmick. Your cards with super in the name have the added text your opponent buries 2 cards in their hand. Your third breakout roll each turn is +2. Starting the match. After their decks have been shuffled, players draw 3 cards from the top of their deck in order to see which player takes the first turn. Each player rolls their Super Show dice and checks the skill rolled with the matching skill on their competitor card. These are skills that every competitor has. Power 10, Technique 6, Agility 5, Strike 9, Submission 7, and Grapple 8. The player that rolls the higher number draws 1 card and takes their turn. In the event of a tie, both players draw 1 card and then both players roll again. This roll is referred to as the turn roll, and a tie is known as a bump. On your turn, when you have won the turn roll, you may do one of 2 things. 1. Play 1 card from your hand. The cards in your deck are wrestling maneuvers that you want to hit your opponent with. All cards in your deck are labeled as a lead, follow-up, or finish. Players may only play a follow-up card if they have any lead cards in play. It may only play a finish card when they have any follow-up card in play. Lead cards may be played anytime during your turn. Lead, follow-up, finish. In the top right. Whenever you play a card on your turn, your opponent may stop your card. This can be done with cards that have the stop symbol and text referring to the type of card being stopped. When a card is stopped, that card goes into the discard pile and the stop card played goes in play. If a card has the stop symbol, it can be played on your turn as a maneuver or your opponent's turn to stop one of your opponent's maneuvers. For example, this stop card, Headlock, can be used to stop any lead strike card. The card Headbutt, which was shown before, is a lead strike. Therefore, Headlock can stop Headbutt. If your opponent does not stop your played card, then the card is hit. When a card is hit, then it stays face up under your competitor and is now in play. Stop symbol in the middle right. 2. Bury a card. A player may choose to end their turn and not play any cards. When they do this, they must take 1 card from their discard pile and place it on the bottom of their deck. This act is known as burying 1 card in your discard pile. When a card is buried, it means it's taken from that location and placed on the bottom of that player's deck. A player may only play 1 card on their turn, and regardless of if that card is a hit or stopped, a turn roll occurs. This means that if you play a card on your turn and your opponent is not able to stop it, after you perform the text on the card, you and your opponent both roll your die, and the winner of the roll draws 1 card and then takes the next turn. Winning the match. Pin and submission. Pin and submission. When you hit a finish roll, when you hit a finish card, you attempt to defeat your opponent with a finish roll. For a finish roll, the player who hit their finish card performs the text on the finish card. That player rolls the dice and matches their roll symbol to the related skill on their competitor. The other player has 3 rolls to tie or beat this roll. This is known as a breakout roll. If they are unable to tie or beat this roll, the match ends. If a breakout roll ties or beats the finish roll, then all cards that both players have in play go into their discard piles. When this was the first successful breakout roll, the first crowd meter card is put into play. For every additional time a breakout roll ties or beats a finish roll, put the next crowd meter card into play, making the match more likely to end after each breakout. Countout. Another way to win the Super Show is by a countout. If at the start of your turn you have 0 cards in your hand and 0 cards in your deck, you win the match by countout. Gimmick. When you have fewer cards in your hand than your opponent, your power, agility, and technique are +1. The competitor that you play as has a unique gimmick that gives them advantage in the Super Show. This gimmick is the text on your competitor card that can be used throughout the match depending on what the text says. Finish cards. Each competitor has his own set of finish cards with his logo on the bottom left hand corner of the card. Finish cards are numbered 28, 29, and 30 in your deck. You may not use finish cards in your deck that have another competitor's logo in the bottom left hand corner of the cards. El Super Hombre would get angry if Snake Pit did the El Super hold. And additional rules. Mulligan. On your first turn of the game, when you don't have a lead card, you may show your opponent your hand and place your hand on the bottom of your deck and draw the same number of cards. Maximum hand size. The maximum number of cards you may have in your hand is 10. If you draw cards and have more than 10 cards in your hand, you must immediately place cards from your hand into your discard pile until you have exactly 10 cards in your hand. Flipping cards. The term flip means to take the top card of your deck and place it into your discard pile. Deck construction. If you're looking to change things up, you can mix and match cards from different decks to try to fine-tune your competitor. Your deck must contain 30 cards, one of each number card, one from 1 to 30. Okay, switch it up, but you still gotta have 1 to 30. Crowd meter, 0. When the crowd meter is 0 and you roll the highest skill for a breakout roll, you automatically break out. Okay, and additional rules for Super Show with purchases outside of this box set. Spectate cards. You may have multiple spectate cards concealed, sounds like traps, but you may only reveal one per match when applicable. Skill requirement cards. To effectively use these cards in your deck, your competitor needs to meet the skill requirement in the bottom left-hand corner. If they don't, then that card is considered to have blank text. Blank text. Okay, since these cards are designed to be powerful, you are limited to 2 of them in a 30-card deck. This is to ensure the Super Show stays a balanced game. If you're playing a tag team or trio competitor, double or triple this requirement respectively. Entrance cards. At the start of the match, each player may reveal one entrance card with their competitor. Minimum hand size. A player's maximum hand size can't be less than 3. You can have less than 3 cards in your hand, but your maximum hand size can't be less than 3. Deck construction. You may customize your Super Show deck, but your deck must contain 30 cards. Each card must be a different card number from 1 to 30. To change competitors, simply swap competitor cards and change cards number 28, 29, and 30 to your competitor's finished cards. You can only use cards with the competitor logo found in the bottom left-hand corner of the card, if that logo is on your competitor card. For multiplayer rules, see srguniverse.com. Let's roll. To order more, visit srguniverse.com. Copyright SRG Universe 2017. That's their year. All right. And then some starters. El Super Hombre versus Snake Pit. Don't have that one. The Rising Sun versus the Big Shot. Sage the Wiccan Witch versus Chamomile Tea. Cool name. And yeah, that's the rules. Not super long. Seems pretty thorough, pretty in-depth though. Alright, let's start with, how do we roll this off? Let's roll the regular D6. Which one do we roll first? Yeah, I guess we'll save another one for another day. You know how we do. Black lipstick and cryptocurrency. Black lipstick 1 through 3. Cryptocurrency 4 through 6. Got a 4, so we're going with cryptocurrency. Save black lipstick and storage warriors for another day. I mean, if y'all like that 8 bars, let me know in the comments. Man, I'm like wrestling. What an opportunity to write 8 bars. All right, cryptocurrency, power 10. I guess this is the team card, right? Yeah, the team card, not the character card. But cryptocurrency 10, technique 20, and agility 16, strike 12, submission 18, grapple 14, tag team. When your opponent rolls their highest skill for their turn roll, flip 2 cards and add 1 card from your discard pile to your hand. Yep, I'm pretty sure this will be my first wrestling game. I never played one before, but I got like 3 of them. Chop down, lead, and strike. Each player flips 1 card or stop any lead grapple. Stop card. Yep, and this is a 2019 starter set versus a 2017. Then we got Tandem Takedown, lead grapple. Each player flips one card or stop any lead submission. Number 3, double headlock, lead submission. Each player flips one card or stop any lead strike. Number 4, kicks to the gut, lead strike. Each player flips one card or stop any follow-up grapple. Series of hip tosses, lead grapple. Each player flips one card or stop any follow-up submission. Pretzel twist, lead submission. Each player flips one card or stop any follow-up strike. Stop card. Number 6. Surprise hit, lead strike. Your next turn roll is +2. Number 7. Pump up the crowd, lead grapple. Your next turn roll is +2. Number 9, second wind, lead submission. Your next turn roll is +2. Number 10, kicks to the back, lead strike. If you have another strike in play, your opponent buries one card in their hand. And number 11, double drop, lead grapple. If you have another grapple in play, your opponent buries one card in their hand. Number 12, finger lock smash, lead submission. If you have another submission in play, your opponent buries one card in their hand. High flying dive, follow-up strike. Add one strike from your discard pile to your hand. Bulldog buster, follow-up grapple. Add one grapple from your discard pile to your hand. Number 14. Number 15, hyperextend, follow-up submission. Add one submission from your discard pile to your hand. Double kick, follow-up strike. If you have another strike in hand, your opponent buries one card in their hand. Lariat drop, follow-up grapple. If you have another grapple in play, your opponent buries one card in their hand. Number 17. Number 18, work the leg, follow-up submission. If you have another submission in play, your opponent buries one card in their hand. 19, blindside kick, follow-up strike, stop card. Each player flips one card, or if your opponent has another grapple in play, stop any grapple. Catapult, follow-up grapple. Each player flips one card, or if your opponent has another submission in play, stop any submission. Stop card. That's the condition of the stop. Number 20. 21, beat down in the corner, follow-up submission, stop card. Each player flips one card, or if your opponent has another strike in play, stop any strike. 22, a double jump moonsault, follow-up strike. Shuffle up to 4 cards from your discard pile into your deck, draw one card. Heave into the corner, follow-up grapple. Shuffle up to 4 cards from your discard pile into your deck, draw one card. 24, surfboard stomp, follow-up submission. Shuffle up to 4 cards from your discard pile into your deck, draw one card. Double drop kick, lead strike. Each player flips one card or stop any grapple. Stop card. 25. 26, a double underhook backbuster, lead grapple, stop card. Each player flips one card or stop any submission. Yes, you got 2 options, it looks like, on these stop cards. Double leg lock, lead submission, stop card. Each player flips one card or stop any strike. The Gold Rush, finish strike, +3 to agility, +2 to strike, +1 to grapple. Decentralizer, finish grapple, +4 to power, +4 to grapple. Draw 2 cards on your opponent, or your opponent buries 2 cards in their hand. Number 29. And for the last one, which is a cryptocurrency card in the bottom left. All right, so, all right. The 49er arm overriders, finish submission, +5 to power, +1 to submission. If your opponent rolled their highest skill for their turn roll, double these bonuses. Number 30. All right, shoot, I was thinking I would see 2 guys, but it looks like, yeah, I guess they're the tag team. So I guess the tag team is cryptocurrency. Okay, every game, I guess every deck is tag team, I guess. Yeah, because both of them guys on there, so yeah. All right, and then for the dice faces, I'm sure they're both the same. We got A with some feet, that's agility. Yeah, A for agility on the feet. Then we got strike, the yellow, fist, got that 12 on strike. Go down to the purple, submission, SU, lock, 18. And grapple, G, which is blue. Yep, and you can tell it's a grapple readily. And then power, red. Yep. Nice, easily discernible symbols. I like that. Technique. Yep, settings, rinse technique. All right. Yeah, can't wait to try this one. I'll probably be trying it soon. Guess for now, that's all I got. Come back to you with these ones later. And Michael Burnham.
Game changer, motivator, record breaker. Put that work in, level up, escalators. Focus on your mission, see no competition. Unlock potential, tell these haters, see your vision. It's hard work, determination, straight go, every situation. First in, last out, leave it on the field, destroying it down. When I turn it on, I leave it on. When it's winning time, I'm in the zone. My legacy is great, it's built off loyalty and patience. Now I'm on.
SRG SuperShow from the top rope, dropping all the balls just like Dusty Rose. His son's dust is gold. Don't put it in your nose, it'll get you froze. How you hollering out? Oh, just snap into a Slim Jim. You'll be so player. Might get a Miss Elizabeth. She thick. Oh yeah. Now you got that Ric Flair drip. Go woo. You macho. This a game for all mankind, womankind, and psycho.